Welcome to today's assembly. It's so great to see all of you here, from our youngest kindergartners to our senior students. Today we come together as one school, united in learning, friendship, and growth. Assemblies like these are a special time for us to share exciting news, celebrate achievements, and get inspired for the rest of the school year. As we get started, let's remember to be respectful listeners and show support for each other. We're all part of this amazing school community, and each of you plays an important role in making our school great. Please welcome Director Mackenzie Snow to the podium and enjoy the assembly.
I am so excited to be here with you today, and thank you for your warm welcome to Sioux Rapids. I am honored to serve amazing students like you across the state as the Director of the Iowa Department of Education. And we know that to ensure that every student experiences a world-class education that prepares them for bright futures here in Iowa, we need outstanding teachers in every classroom with every child. At the department, we have the opportunity to support all educators, which totals more than 38,000 teachers across the state. And all across Iowa, I see the expertise, the commitment, and the care of these impressive professionals. Each year, out of all of those dedicated teachers, we recognize only one teacher as Iowa's Teacher of the Year. It is a very big deal. Sioux Central, I am so proud to tell you that the 2025 Iowa Teacher of the Year is here serving you in the Sioux Central classroom every single day. But first, I want to share a little bit more about the Teacher of the Year Award. The Teacher of the Year Award celebrates excellence in teaching and recognizes exceptional teachers who have made a significant impact on student outcomes and their fellow educators. Since 1958, some of Iowa's most distinguished teachers have received this honor, and we know that there are a lot of amazing teachers across Iowa. These teachers challenge and inspire students and colleagues. They see every child, they meet them where they are, and they provide them what they need to meet high expectations and realize their incredible potential. They change lives every day in their classrooms. They improve student achievement and growth through the use of evidence-based instruction and interventions. They empower students with multiple pathways to post-secondary success. They hold themselves and their students to high expectations. They encourage their fellow educators. They invest in their own professional learning and thus in each of you. They serve students in partnership with families, and they put you all, students, at the center of everything that they do. And now, it is my distinct honor to introduce a very special guest who is here to announce the 2025 Iowa Teacher of the Year, Governor Kim Reynolds. Governor Reynolds is the 43rd governor of Iowa and the first woman elected to the state's highest office. Her dedication to Iowa spans her public service as Clark County Treasurer, State Senator, Lieutenant Governor, and as Governor since 2017. She knows the incredible impact teachers have on the lives of students, and she too has a very important teacher in her life who makes the difference, her daughter Jessica. Governor Reynolds is also a devoted grandmother to 11 school-aged children, spanning preschool through high school, further underscoring why education is one of her top priorities as our governor. Governor Reynolds has supported a strong teacher pipeline through spearheading historic teacher pay raises for new and experienced teachers, and forging new pathways to teaching through the Teacher and Merit Registered Apprenticeship Program. She's also directed statewide investments in evidence-based professional learning opportunities and investing in recognizing teachers who have the greatest impact on student learning. And without further ado, please join me in welcoming the Honorable Governor Kim Reynolds.
their pride and enthusiasm for the award winner known very loudly. That appreciation is something that I share for all of our teachers who pour their heart and soul into the job each and every day. You know, most of us can look back and we can point to a teacher who made a real difference in their lives. The one who made learning exciting, who pushed us to maybe overcome some difficult obstacle, who reassured us when we were really frustrated, who introduced us to a future career. And I know that our 2025 Teacher of the Year is that teacher for a long list of students. This educator was selected from a group of 9 finalists, each of whom was recognized as Teacher of the Year for a specific region of the state. And this is actually the first time that we've done it this way. In other words, we're talking about a true all-star cast of educators, and yours still stood out. How? How did that happen? Well, the answer is by bringing the real world into the classroom and taking the classroom into the real world. Learning from our Teacher of the Year means something more than just reading from a textbook or preparing for tests. It involves experiencing in the field not only of study, but also of building and doing. And that means preparing for life. Honestly, it sounds so exciting that I want to get in one of these classrooms. I learn better by doing, and so I appreciate any time that we have the opportunity to get in there and have hands-on. While the award selection is made by the team in the Department of Education, I did get a chance to see the application. And what stood out to me was not just this educator's love of teaching, but also of learning. The application describes how the teacher brought outside experts to speak to the class, and then took nearly as many notes as the students themselves. And it's that kind of passion, it truly is infectious. And I'm confident it's a big reason why this teacher is so well loved in Sioux Rapids. The same goes for another quality that I'd like to highlight, which may be the most important of all, and that truly is a personal interest in our students. In your teacher's own words, the most fun part of teaching is getting to know who students are, helping them find out who they want to be, and then supporting them as they get there. And as a mother of a teacher, I know how hard such dedication can be. Long hours and late nights are the rule, not the exception. But I also know that our Teacher of the Year does it because she genuinely wants to make a difference, and she has. As the first CT teacher to receive this award in years, she embodies work-based learning at its very best. The way it can bring learning to life, help students envision a career in a particular field, and even get them a head start in the process. And as an ag teacher, she is helping to train the next generation of leaders and innovators in one of Iowa's most important industries. I don't know about you, but that sure sounds like Teacher of the Year material to me. Well, I'm sure you can guess by now who I'm talking about. I can't think of a better way to officially reveal her name than by turning to a testimonial from a former student who gave her the highest praise I can imagine for an educator. End quote. Whenever the word mentor is mentioned, my immediate thought is Melanie Bloom. And with that, it's my privilege to present the 2025 Teacher of the Year Award to the Sioux Central Melanie Bloom.
share this honor with me. I'm humbled and I'm excited to share or to serve the more than 38,000 educators across the state of Iowa over the next year. Way back around the turn of the century, when I was still in college, during one of my final courses at Iowa State University, I had the pleasure of hearing Tom Paulson, an agriculture teacher, share the joys and discomforts of the agricultural educator's life. He was in the middle of the year traveling the state and country, meeting amazing educators and advocating for education. You see, he was the 2000 Iowa Teacher of the Year. I thought it was pretty neat that an ag teacher could be honored in such a way. Never dreamed that I'd be nominated or selected for the same honor. Dr. Paulson's here. It's his birthday today. And Tom became a mentor to me through my career. Back up more than a few years ago, I grew up as a Northwest Iowa farm kid like a lot of you. At least 5 generations back on both sides of my family, I worked with cattle and pigs and a few half-row horses, corn, soybeans, tractors, and some machinery. My parents modeled grit and determination as they navigated the 1980s farm crisis. 40 hours a week was a part-time job, and they drilled that into us. Throughout most of my school years, I thought I wanted to be a teacher, but about 6 years before I met Dr. Paulson, I had a moment spurred by one question that cemented that choice. I took ag classes and joined the FFA during high school, and my ag teacher invited the Iowa FFA president to our school. When he asked us about our career plans, I answered I thought I wanted to be a teacher. He paused, and he looked at me, and he said, "You love agriculture, and you want to work with kids. Why would you not be an ag teacher?" I didn't hear much else that he said that day because I was shook. Every ag teacher at the time was an older male, didn't know that females could be ag teachers, didn't know it was even an option, but when he suggested it, the idea took hold. During college, I tried on other jobs for size. I kept returning to teaching agriculture because it was where I felt called. I get to nerd out about agriculture and make opportunities for my students to reach standards higher than they set for themselves. My favorite part of teaching is watching students' faces light up and smile when they solve a problem. That never gets old. Teach ag, change lives was a tagline for a profession for a lot of years. And I think that sums up my love for my job most days. I need to thank the legions of people who impacted me, from my own teachers at Harris Lake Park to my college professors at Iowa State University, and all the mentors along the way who showed me how to be good. My PhD committee at Sioux is a wonderful cheering section too. I've been so blessed to work with and receive some support from some great administrators. Mr. Jeff Sharn, who I've been entirely not once, but twice. Dr. Bonnie Meyer, Mr. Kevin Wood, Mrs. Terry Schmidt, Mrs. Terry Christensen, and several others through the years. We help me thank them for their support. My colleagues across the hall, across the building, and across the state who mentored and inspired me to think outside the traditional classroom. There are so many teachers of the year on our staff that I want to share this honor with. Sioux Central is really a special place. Will all of our staff and faculty please stand? Students, you have so many dedicated people supporting you in this building. Stand up, all the way up. Let's thank them for their choice to be here with me. Iowa and across the United States, so I cannot thank enough for opportunities to collaborate and learn with, and who push me to improve opportunities for students and to set the bar high for myself, my students, and the ag program here at Sioux Central. Most importantly, though, I need to recognize my family and my support system. First, my husband, Stephen. He helped me with samples for class, any current ag content. We run endless errands for FFA activity and help feed FFA members. My idea of fun usually means more work, and you're usually on board with that. You are a man after God's heart, and I appreciate the example you set for us. You celebrate the best days with me, and you encourage me to have frustrating days. Thank you. family members are also here today. Students, parents, Myron, Karen, and Bloom created 4 amazing people, and then help raise our daughters too. My mom, Nancy, showed me how women should be involved in agriculture, and then hard work and determination would be everywhere. My siblings, Larry and Jess, who taught me how to fight, literally, sometimes, for myself, and who've been there through some tough things. My dad, Bruce Young, passed away just at the beginning of my career, but I appreciate how he pushed me to do the hard things. To my daughters, Annalise, Lana, and Kuna, I'm impressed by the strong people, young women that you are. I'm so proud to be your mom. You set tough goals for yourselves and you work to achieve them on your own. I'm sure there's a lot of days you'd rather get a FA advisor to live in the same house. You fill contest teams when other kids aren't available, and you handle chores and a lot of problems really independently. You're amazing young women. To our close friends and our church family and our city who do life with us, especially when we all look like a mess, you keep us all going. To all of my ag students, my FFA members, past and present, and future, thank you for committing to learn and to do and to earn and to live and to serve. You are the future of American agriculture, and you exert an influence in your homes and communities which stands out for your part in that inspiring task. I want to challenge all of you students here today. Make a difference. Have a good attitude. Work to improve others' days. Don't be afraid to try the hard things. Even when you fail, you learn. When hard times come at you, just put your boots on and keep going. Step on. Over the next year, I'm really excited to meet educators across Iowa and to encourage more people, especially students, to consider teaching as a career. It's an amazing career. To our students who enjoy challenges, to consider teaching as a career. To our students who enjoy challenges, who know how to work hard, and who want to change lives, we need you to help other students dream big and accomplish amazing things. Come teach with us and change lives. Thank you all for the chance to acknowledge the many people who have made a difference for me. I'm excited to kick off this year of service representing the Sioux Central community. Thank you.
Wow, congratulations, Mrs. Bloom. Mrs. Bloom, as she said, believes that together, you all, her students, make the greatest difference in the world. Known as a warm commander, she supports all learners in meeting high expectations and realizing their incredible potential. She creates a classroom community where students are deeply engaged in what they're learning and why it matters. Mrs. Bloom, thank you for choosing this honored profession in its most important field. Thank you for your dedication to your students and to Ag Ed. Thank you for making hands-on, minds-on, career exploration, and work-based learning experiences a reality for your students. Thank you for empowering your students with the knowledge and skills to make informed post-secondary choices and to succeed in what comes next. Thank you for preparing a skilled workforce and thus supporting strong regional and state economies. Thank you for being an instructional leader and investing in new and future teachers. And thank you for putting your students at the center of everything that you do. As you know, folks at Mrs. Bloom loves to cheerlead for her colleagues and for her students. She is an expert educator serving as a World Food Prize Global Guide, National FFA Teacher Ambassador, and a CASE Master Teacher, who will use this distinguished honor to elevate and celebrate the collective efforts of the teaching profession. And like the agricultural educator Crete says, Mrs. Bloom says, she is an agricultural educator by choice and not by chance. Growing up in the 1980s farm races, she is deeply committed to community, agriculture, and the educational opportunities upon which both rely. And the demand for highly trained Ag Ed teachers, leading great Ag Ed programs, and supporting a strong agricultural talent pipeline is high. Today, about 1 in 5 Iowans earn their living in an agricultural or agriculture-related field, spanning biotechnology to drone programming to traditional agricultural production. From rural communities to urban centers, Secretary Nick grew up on a family farm in northwest Iowa near Cylinder, and it continues to support its operations today. He is a graduate of Winnebago University in Storm Lake and has dedicated his career to expanding economic opportunities and supporting hard-working Iowans in ag and ag-related industries. And he knows that Ag Ed work-based learning experiences, like those provided by Mrs. Bloom, empower Iowans to explore, pursue, and succeed in rewarding ag careers. Please join me in welcoming Secretary Nick.
Thank you, Director Governor, thanks for letting me tag along today. This is a lot of fun. I got a little more emotional when you were announced than what I thought I was going to as well. It's great to be here as a part of this exciting announcement and celebration. I love to travel the state, get to all 99 counties, and get to as many schools as I can. I do it regularly. It's great to be here at Sioux Central. I love meeting with students, especially our FFA members and our ag students, hearing about their passionate ideas for the future of agriculture. And of course, we have some amazing ag programs all across the state. Now, my observation, though, about a really good ag program in a school has three component parts. One is it must have an absolutely supportive administration. So superintendents, principals, school boards, it is absolutely essential to take resources that include supporting teachers and facilities and other resources. You've got that there. It takes community support. We've got to have public and private partners, community willing to lend their expertise. They volunteer, they support programs, and you've got that here as well. Now, the third, very, very important component to a successful ag program is you've got to have a rock star, amazing ag teacher, somebody who's passionate, that sees kids as they are, meets them where they are, and then helps them become who they want to be and can be. And this school district, you certainly have that person right here. So, Melanie, or Mrs. Bloom, as I should call you in this setting, you are not just a great agriculture teacher, and you are, but you are the teacher of the year this year in the state of Iowa. So well deserved. I've seen her in action. You're a mentor to many. You're a wonderful mom. You are a wonderful spouse. You are a wonderful community member. You are a friend to many, including me. I appreciate that. You have guided students down the right paths, and you even help guide them away from the wrong path from time to two, I'm sure. You help open eyes to vast agriculture career opportunities that are available, and it's the magic of pairing that in-classroom learning with activities outside the classroom, that work-based learning that's so important. It's often our experiences, it's the doing, it really sticks with us. Looking at every single student in a unique way and allowing them as individuals to try different career options to see what fits. So more than anything, you help stoke the flames and the passion of agriculture. And we all know that teaching doesn't just occur. Teachers don't just work during school hours during the school year, right? And that's especially true of an agriculture teacher. I love the story that you tell about planning to be a teacher but not thinking about being an ag teacher until somebody asks the amazing question. Why not? Why not be an ag teacher? 30 years later, here we are, celebrating you as the teacher of the year. You are an inspiration, you're a difference maker, and you are most certainly worthy of being the teacher of the year. Congratulations on this.
First, I'd like to thank Governor Reynolds and her entire team for making this special day happen. Educators, dedication, and shining example of the remarkable staff here at Sioux Central. Melanie's path from beginning her career at Sioux Central, briefly stepping away, and then ultimately returning to her true passion for teaching speaks to her unwavering commitment to education and her students. The wealth of knowledge and inspiration she brings to her classroom has left a lasting impact on countless young minds here at Sioux Central. Her well-deserved accolades reflect her hard work, talent, and dedication, and it's a joy to celebrate such an outstanding educator. Lafayette.
I want to thank everyone for your attention and participation today. It's been wonderful to come together and celebrate Mrs. Bloom. As we dismiss the assembly, we'll start with kindergarten and go up. FFA students, you will need to report to the back for a picture before you go back to class. Thank you.